Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got the 580 Super K in the shop because I'm getting sick of this oil leak. It was barely on this side over here. It was on this side pretty good, but the clamp pretty much wasn't even on the pipe. So I pulled that old hard rubber piece off and I got myself a new one. And you know it's good because it says CAT on it. So I cut it longer by about a 1/2 inch than what it's supposed to be according to the book. Because I don't know, it almost seems like this engine has been replaced. Maybe it's shifted over, not quite in the right spot, I don't know. But I want to get a better contact with the clamps. Softer hose, all that should do better. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but it is a CAT 541-7167. It's 1.5 inch ID, like fiber and reinforced hose. That's all I was able to get. The Catman usually has that kind of stuff. So I've got the inside lubed up with a little WD-40, and it's as pliable as I'm going to get it from the hot water. I'm going to try to get it in there without tearing it all apart, because it doesn't look like very much fun. I'll just go something like that. It's easier to bend it not in here. You guys might just have to watch from afar. Huh, made that look easy. So I've got a good amount of hose on both sides there. Looking at it now, I kind of wish I would have done another 1/2 inch on it. It would have made it just a little bit harder to get in there, but I don't know, there's room on each side, but it is what it is. If I have trouble with it, then I'll have to fix it. I'm going to position this over a little bit more. So now I got a little bit different clamps than what was on there. They were just regular old hose clamps before. These are slightly better regular old hose clamps. See, now the edge of the pipe is about here. So this will be a lot better contact. Since I got all the oil drained out of there, why don't we go and change the transmission filters while we're at it? Got a couple 1495 Napa Gold. Wix has a similar number to that. Too bad I got it up in the air, or I could raise the hoist up a little bit. But I guess gotta just crawl under there. Yeah, this is fun. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a little dark in here. Shine some light on the subject. There's the one we'll be changing. You suppose that line right there is not so hot? I don't have one of them. Should probably change that. It's only kinked over most of the way. Well, let's get these filters. There we go. Oh man, that thing was tight. There's not much room in here for this kind of a wrench. And that's a Napa $14.95 on there. Let that drain a little bit. I don't really feel like getting an oil baptism today. I'm gonna use a little oil out of the old one here to lube up the O-ring. Looks good up there. These things are tight. This one's a CNH 8423971. So it's a few days later, and I couldn't get the straight part to work without kinking. So I went and ordered myself a case hose. It's D1460034, and apparently they only use this hose on the 580 SK and the straight just 590, no letters. Looks like that. It's all pre-formed, shouldn't kink. So on a bunch of the other models, they actually run this housing here clocked differently, and then the pipe is shaped differently. So I'm assuming the hydraulic filter is in a slightly different spot than it is on mine. So I got the hose started on the pipe, and then I'm gonna go get the pipe started on the filter housing. Okay, it's started on there and everything. It's not that it's a real hard pipe to get at, but when stuff doesn't turn very easy and you're reaching way up into the belly, it just doesn't seem like much fun. And that's about how that hose has to go. That's a lot better than it was before. Now if I can just one-handed get these clamps on. Dropping stuff, always dropping stuff. Come here, little fella. Nice and black. I think I should have a filter for this. It says 1602, but I think all these Cummins pretty much take the same thing. Oh, it's on there tight, man. Oh, I put a hole in it. This is why you oil your gaskets. I'll let that drain out a little bit and go grab another filter. So this one here is a 1602, and I did get some 1602s, but I got a few of these 1607s also. The only difference is they're longer. They're both made for Cummins. Just depends if you can fit them in on your application. So I don't see any reason why I can't fit the longer one in here. It just give a little bit extra protection. Well, that made a nice mess on the floor. See, I have a couple vehicles with Cummins in, and the filter housing makes the filter stick straight out. Those I might not be able to fit a longer one on. Get it nice and tight for the next guy. Since we're servicing it, might as well change the fuel filter too. This is a 3472 Napa. And I just happen to have a Wix, which is a 33472. Now, I didn't fill that, so I'm gonna have to take out this bleed screw and pump away at it. If I remember right, my fuel tank is pretty full, so it should gravity bleed a little bit. But to pump this, you just pump away on this fuel pump here. There's a little lever here, and you go till a little bit of fuel comes out. It should be good. There it is. Up on the hood, the specifications for this thing, it calls for 11.8 quarts of #1 engine oil. Well, it's gonna get 5W40 full synthetic because that's what I have on tap. It's just a hair over the full mark, but you gotta remember I got that bigger filter on here and it is not full. So check that again once it's been run. But before I can run it, I have to put in the hydraulic oil. So that ought to be a treat with the loader up in there. Oh, yeah. Too bad I don't have the loader down. I've got to dump in like 4 of these. I'm going to spare you guys most of this. Good thing it's a big hole. The hydraulic oil I'm using here is Cenex Quick Lift. Well, just 3 more to go. I'm sure the next ones will be just as easy as this first one. Come on there. Well, I only put 10 gallons in, but it's up into the sight glass, so I'm gonna go and start it, let the loader down, run it a little bit, make sure that it's full of fluids. And with the loader down, it'll be a little bit easier to put more in if I need to. Since I'm doing a full service, I guess I should do air filters. Well, I forgot to order them. So I'll put the part numbers in the description for you guys. When I was doing the fuel filter, and I told you guys my tank was almost full, so it would help gravity bleed, I was wrong. It's running on fumes. So that was all pumping. Well, I did not completely drain it, like pull the plug. So there might have been a fair amount of oil in here yet, because I put in 10 gallons and it's full. It calls for 21 and a half with filters. But that's pulling the big plug on the bottom. All I did is took a couple hoses off. Looks like that needs to be zip tied up. I'm not even sure what that's for. It's a magnet sensor deal thingy right here. And that's for when the bucket rolls back. So I don't know what that is. So far so good. Looks plenty dry around that fitting, that new rubber hose. Right where it needs to be, exactly. Perfect. So our fluids are all good on here now. Our hoses aren't leaking. The filter light isn't on anymore. I didn't show you guys this, but I popped one of these before I brought it in here. Fixed this up. Made this bracket similar to a newer one. Hopefully that helps out. Next time I plan on rebuilding this cylinder here and this cylinder here, because they kind of leak like a sieve. This one's got internal leakage and external leakage. And the thing is, that one doesn't look rebuilt, but that one does. But I got the kits for both of them. So join me next time. Hopefully you got something out of this. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless. I am going to give this thing a bath when I'm all done with hot pressure washer. Oh yeah. You want to run them?